Welcome to HDToyTheater. Today we're looking at Bandai's Saint Seiya Myth Cloth Shaina. She's a 6-inch action figure with combination of plastic and die-cast parts. Beautiful articulation, plenty of accessories. So let's take a look at the packaging first. I haven't reviewed a Saint Seiya figure on this channel yet. And it comes in a box like this with product shots and nice logo work. And then it opens up like this. And you can see the figure and all its parts and what kind of insanity you're getting into. So let's take a look at this figure a little more in depth and see what she is all about. So here's her base form without all the heavy armor. She's really nicely done. Good sculpting. Nice physique. The style is very true to the anime and manga of Saint Seiya. Now the only die-cast parts on this figure right now are the feet and half of the kneecaps here. This round part is a die-cast and the under part is plastic. So overall, there's a nice weight to this figure, as it is right now. Now, one thing to note is that the articulation is a little bit better with the arms here than when you put on the other armor. I'll show that off in a bit. You can get a lot more range of motion here. Yeah, ball hinge here. Swing out, turn 360, no problem. Bicep swivel up here. Double jointed elbow, ball jointed wrists that can rotate and bend. Upper body is ball jointed, lower waist is ball jointed. The sash is an independent piece that goes around the waist. There's these two little ball points right there that can hook into these openings underneath the sash to kind of lock it in place. The scarf itself is also an independent piece that you have to stick onto the figure. And then moving down, ball jointed. Let's see here, what is it? Now the front leg rotates front and back, and then you can swing it out. So you get really nice range of motion. It's not ball jointed, not really. 360 thigh swivel, double jointed knees. Forward and back motion on the foot. You can also rotate it 360. You have side to side action on the foot, very nice, and then toe articulation. Now the neck at the lower part is ball jointed, and the top of the head is ball jointed. So nice range of motion there. There's also restriction because of the hair design. You can't get a full smooth rotation. And these pieces of hair are pretty sturdy, so posing the head can be a problem. You have to bring out the neck a little bit and then maybe rotate it to the position you like to get a little more dynamic pose with the neck. But that's the initial articulation for this figure. Included is the manual for the figure, and when I opened it up to this page, I got a headache. Look how complicated this figure is. You have a little shopping guide for the most recent figures that have been released by Bandai. Very handy. So here are the armor pieces that you want to use to give your figure a little more power and defense, and it comprises of these pieces. The die-cast parts of these items includes the kneecap here, and then the back piece is plastic. This entire piece here is die-cast. The shoulder part, pretty much die-cast except the inner workings, that's plastic. And then this forearm guard, that's die cast. Everything else is plastic. So let's assemble it and see what it looks like. So let's start with the leg. You're going to pull off the foot here. Like that. And then you're going to slide in this purple part here. Like that. And put the foot back on. Okay, now you can take off this gray kneecap, put it on the other one. That's how you do a leg. Now for the waist, you have these two pieces that you're going to join together. I'll put this part first. There's an opening there at the bottom. There's a little peg on this guy. And there you go. Alright, for the alternate forearm, you're going to take off this piece right at the elbow joint. Grab this guy. Put that in. Hear that snap. Slide on this forearm guard. Like so. And then take a hand, pop it on the ball joint at the end. This guy's a little tricky, moves around a lot. Come on. And there you go. Now to put on the armored chest, you actually have to take off the front part of her here, which will also take off these shorter shoulder pads or shoulder guards. Now put on the alternate chest piece without the shoulder guards, and that's also a good way if you want to have this figure without the shoulder guards, if you want to pose it like that. But do that and then grab the die-cast chest guard, take off this piece on the back first, open it up like so, and then slip it on the figure like that. Close it up on the back, and then put that other piece. This actually is made of plastic, not die cast. The main chest guard is made of die cast material. And finally, you want to take these shoulder guards here, and you're going to snap them. There's these little clips here. You're going to connect at the very top, right there. Do that. Now you're armored up, pretty much. So before we put on the head, here are the other extra pieces that she has. Extra mask, really, this one's designed to be held by one of the hands. Alternate face without the mask. Two extra styles of hair, which can be comboed with these two head parts, armor parts. So let's put on this version. We'll create a head with this. So take this piece and this piece, join them together like that. Let's go with, let's put on this one. I haven't used that one yet. So you need the other part of the other head that I have here. So I need the back piece, this back piece for that. this here. And we're going to use this one here. That. And then we're going to slide this one on top. So it's pretty easy to figure out. Just follow the instructions on the manual and choose the head of your desire. And once you got it in, there you go. So I'll pop this one on the figure. And she's ready to go. So of course you get extra hands and very dynamic gestures. You have armored versions for the left, which is a nice touch. With the armor on, the only notable difference in articulation is in the shoulders. Now let me lean it back so you can take a look here. Now right above my fingernail is a ball joint, and that's where it's moving. And it'll allow you to tilt it, rotate it a little bit so you can bring it forward, bring it back, bring it high, low, where you desire. So with that, lets you move the arm independently pretty well. So very nice touch there. I really like how Bandai pulled that off. You also get the cloth statue version, which is not made of cloth, made of plastic in this case, which you can armor up just like the figure. So this is what it looks like before. And here's the armored version. And you also get these two extra pieces of cloth that you can attach to the shoulder guards. So you have the two crowns attached here. You have the breastplate there, shoulder part there. Then you have the kneecaps there. So it's pretty cool, and of course it's very shiny. Final thoughts on this figure, definitely one I will recommend. If you're a Saint Seiya fan, then I would recommend this figure. She's one of the very few ladies in the series, and she's one of the most badass of them. The figure itself, good combination of die-cast and plastic, good articulation, joints are nice and tight, so posing is pretty easy. The only posing problem you'll have is with the feet, because she's using heels. It's a little hard to get her standing in some dynamic poses, but get yourself a Tamashi stand made by Bandai to help you out for those kind of situations. So about 60-70 bucks. Definitely one I'll recommend. I probably won't be reviewing any more Saint Seiya figures going forward. They're just a very expensive series to really get into. If you want to check out more reviews, check out Sergeant Lopez 25, his YouTube channel. He covers pretty much every single Saint Seiya figure ever released by Bandai in terms of the die-cast plastic combination figures. So check out his channel for more reviews. And as for me, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Check out my other videos on other figures that I cover. And we'll see you next time.